everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Ruby and today I am super excited because the official teaser trailer for the Heartstopper Netflix series has been released. Now, I know that the title probably says trailer reaction, however, I have already watched it because I got too excited. I just saw Heartstopper trailer and I was like, okay, I'm immediately watching that. So I have already watched it, but I am just going to be like breaking it down and talking about each part of the trailer in this video. Also, I just want to say, I cried watching this trailer because of how much I loved it. It just made the show look so good. My dog's behind me, by the way. Please excuse his snoring because it's probably going to get pretty loud. Alright, so I've just moved to the side so that I can put the images up here, and you can just appreciate my dog whenever there's not something on the screen. His name is Ollie, by the way. Say hello to him in the comments. Unfortunately, I'm not able to play the full trailer just because I don't want to get copyright claimed. That has happened to me in the past and I don't wish for it to happen again. So I'm just going to be watching it on my iPad here and, like I said, putting it up on the screen. So the trailer opens up with Charlie talking to a teacher in like a classroom, and the teacher's like, there's a boy waiting for you. At first when I saw this, I just assumed it was going to be Nick. I was like, oh, Nick is waiting for him in the classroom. But I'm now thinking it's going to be Ben. If you haven't read the series, I just want to say, I didn't say this before, spoiler alert, but Charlie's like boyfriend at the beginning of the series is a guy called Ben, and he's not great, and they like have to meet up in secret because Ben's not out yet. So now I'm thinking that it'll be Ben waiting in the classroom for him. The next scene, however, is the one that I want to talk about. We have Charlie entering a classroom and his face is priceless. He's clearly like a bit awestruck, a bit like, oh, who's that over there? And of course, it's none other than our boy, Nick Nelson. The casting for this show looks incredible. It is incredible. I mean, they're perfect. I find it so, like, cool, but also weird, how you can go from, like, a basic little drawing to a human being that looks the exact same. Like, Kit Connor as Nick is such a perfect match. They look so much alike. I can't. Anyway, the next scene that is shown is Charlie in his bedroom. Now, I just want to take a quick second to appreciate the set design. This bedroom looks exactly like how I pictured it. He has his music sign in the background, the like light up one. He's got his bed in the same place, his bookshelf on the wall. The picture's a little bit dark, so it might be hard to tell, but everything's there. Love the room. Super spot on. But yes, he is on his phone looking a little bit nervous, dare I say? A little bit unsure, which is also why I think he's talking to Nick. So moving on to the next scene, we have Elle. I love her. We have Elle. She's sitting in the cafeteria, I guess, of her school, and she's texting on her phone, and I'm assuming that she's texting Tao because the next scene directly after that is a scene of Tao and Charlie, but we're just going to talk about Tao for now, on his phone. Then we also have Charlie looking down. I don't know if he's texting or not. I would assume so, but he's just kind of looking down and then looking back up. Anyway, moving on from that, we have this cute scene. I love it so much. We have Nick and Charlie entering the classroom and they like bump into each other. Like, it's so cute. I love them. I'm assuming that this is going to be a little bit after they've already met, because the scene earlier where Charlie walks into the room and sees Nick, I feel like that is their first meeting. Again, not much to go off in this scene, just that it is very cute. Okay, and then the scene directly after that is Nick and Charlie parting ways, you know, going their separate ways after school. I'm thinking this could be that scene. I don't know if I'm right in this or not. Doesn't Nick, like, save Charlie from Ben? I'm literally going to get my book out to see if I'm true. Okay, I was right. I literally just spent a couple of minutes flicking through the book, but, like, this scene here where Ben is just being a jerk and Nick, like, saves Charlie, that is what I think this scene is. But I think this is what happens afterwards, where they like walk out together and then Charlie sort of looks back with like a little smile being like, oh my god, he did that for me. That's what I think is gonna happen here. Okay, so the next scene after that one is the iconic Vans, the iconic Nick Nelson Vans. I swear that boy never wears any other shoes. They're literally on the back of the book. His Vans. And of course Charlie's white Converse, which we're gonna get to in a second. My dog has a tendency to lick my bed sheets. There he goes again. I'm so sorry. Stop. Anyway, going back to the trailer, we see Charlie tying his shoes. He's got his iconic white Converse. I like that they are dirty. I like that they're not brand new, because if that's his favorite pair of shoes, of course they're going to be dirty. After that, we have this wholesome little shot of the gang, the Paris gang. Like, I love them. I love them so much. We have Tara and Darcy up front and center, looking very cute. I love Tara's jacket. I love Darcy's hoodie. The costumes / outfits in this show are already amazing. Directly behind them, we have Nick and Charlie, and then at the very, very back, we have Tao and Elle. And then after that scene, we have them at a little, like, gathering, I guess. I don't really know where they are, but there's, like, streamers in the background. They're all having a good little laugh. We have a shy little look from Nick over at Charlie. I feel like that face that Ella's making is like a, I know face. I know what you're thinking face. I really hope that we have some of that, like, everyone knows how each of the boys are feeling except each other. He just wants his 5 minutes of fame. He wants to be in the camera. Then we have a scene with Tao, Charlie, and Isaac in what I'm assuming is Tao's room, because this room shows up later on in another very cute scene with Tao and Elle, but we will get there in a second. Charlie is on his phone, looking very, like, worrisome, as he always is when he's on his phone, hence why I think he's always talking to Nick. And then we have this funny little line from Tao: "As your token straight friend, it's my job to tell you, sometimes people are straight." I cannot wait to see, like, a sassy, sarcastic, funny Tao. Like, I love Tao in the book, I'm gonna love Tao in the show. The very next scene we see is our boy Nick at rugby practice. Now, I know nothing about rugby, I know nothing about most sports, I do not enjoy watching sport, but I'm going to love every single second of the rugby scenes in Heartstopper. So yeah, we see Nick standing behind a fence watching Charlie. We've got them playing rugby in their school sports uniforms. We've got, like, the leaves floating past the screen as they're, like, falling to the ground. It's just very cute. I love the animation, and I hope that there's, like, a lot of it. I don't think I've seen a show where there's, like, animated elements in with real life. But yeah, and then they get up and they, like, look at each other, and then Charlie has a cute little giggle and looks away. Very cute, very wholesome. I love it so much. And speaking of cute and wholesome, the very next scene is one of the cutest things I've ever seen. Oh my god. So we have Nick and Charlie on the couch. Charlie has fallen asleep, and then we have Nick, like, reaching over to, like, touch his hand. We have more of that animation, sort of like a spark maybe. Like, his hand is, like, sparking to, you know, touch him, but he, like, pulls away. Oh my god, it's so cute. Like, I love that. And then we have Tori being Tori, and she's like, wow, I'm glad he's a good friend. And then Charlie just looks so done. He's just like, but again, I'm excited to see her as, like, the sassy older sister role. And then the next scene is also very cute. We have Tao doing his little dancey dance in front of Elle. Oh, I've just noticed that they're in Charlie's room. I've just assumed that they were in Tao's room, because in the next scene, which is also extremely cute, we have them both in bed, sharing a little drink, having a movie night by the looks of it. And this room was the one we saw before with the 3 boys, which is why I think it's Tao's. And yeah, we just have them sharing a cute little moment with each other, having a little sleepover. Very cute. And then really quickly after that, we have Tara and Darcy just sort of looking at each other. But directly after that, we have the two dancing in a party sort of thing. But again, with the animation, I just thought it was the lighting at first, but now I can tell that it's animation of the pride flag behind them. Okay, we are at the end of the trailer, the very final scene, and oh my god, when I saw this, I was already crying at that point, but I bawled my eyes out. I was like, oh my god, it's so good. And if you've seen the trailer, you know what I'm talking about. It is the one, the only rain scene. we have Charlie opening the door up to Nick standing there soaked from head to toe as it's raining, and he's just like, hi. And then Charlie's like, hi. And then the trailer ends. Which makes me a little worried, because if you've read the series, we all know that the rain scene is kind of like a cliffhanger. I'm pretty sure that's where the first book ends. Once again, let me just double check. Don't know why the lighting is going really weird. Right, so it wasn't the first book, it was the second book has the rain scene as the opening. Right about here we see Nick standing out in the rain. I'm really hoping that what they don't do is make the rain scene the final like shot of the final episode, because I feel like they could do that. I feel like they could include all of book 1, or like all the main parts of book 1, have that as their like 8 little episodes, and then have that as the ending scene for a nice little cliffhanger. I love the scene nonetheless, it's very cute, but if they end the show with that, I'm gonna have mixed feelings. That is the end of the trailer. It just ends with the little April 22, mark it on your calendars. I know I am. I can't wait. I'm so glad that it's just over a month away, because if it was any longer, I would be so impatient. If you haven't read Heartstopper, if you haven't heard of it before and this is your first time, or if you have but you just never got around to it, please read it. It is so good. You can read all of it for free on Webtoon, Tapas, or Tumblr, I think. I read it on Webtoon. It's completely free. It's continually being updated. Like the most recent update was a couple days ago, I think. Yeah, you can read the whole thing completely free. It's 4 volumes, and there's a 5th one coming out, but it's probably not going to be coming out till next year at the least, because the series isn't even finished yet. But that will wrap it up. So there'll be 5 books in total. There's also a colouring book, which I do have, but it's in another room and I couldn't be bothered to go get it. Yeah, all I can say is read Heartstopper. If you really like it, buy the books. And also, because it's a graphic novel, like it's literally like comics, you know? Does this page have any words? Literally, the only 2 words on this page are here and pff. So it's quite quick. So you can get these done in a few hours. I think it took me like 5-ish hours total to read all of them. You can definitely get it done before the series airs, and it'll just make so much more sense to you. But yeah, that is all that I really have to say for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Please leave your comments down below of what you would like to see in the show, what you think is going to be in the show, any theories you have. What was your favorite part of the trailer? Let me know. Yeah, and I'm going to be reading and replying to as many comments as I can. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell so that you get notified whenever I upload. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.